Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. We're headed toward the back stretch of the season, week 9, and we couldn't be more fired up about this clash here on EA Sports College Football. It's the Minnesota Golden Gophers. The kickoff team is on the field, and we're ready to get this one underway. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Golden Gophers offense comes onto the field first today. Mason Heinzel, last time out, a solid day in a victory, throwing for more than 200 yards and a couple of scores.
Yeah, and you know, when we talk to the coaching staff, they just sort of say, hey, we're going to go as our quarterback goes. And they're on a nice little win streak right now, and the biggest reason why is because the play of the guy behind center. He has been lights out throwing it. He's been making big plays, keeping the offense on rhythm and avoiding the turnovers. That's all been critical. He keeps playing like this, they're going to keep winning games.
This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his big tight end. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. And the Golden Gophers will have it 1st and 10. Some misdirection with the counter. Got the first down. At the 35, he's loose. And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30. The Golden Gophers are moving quickly down the field. Drops back on 1st down. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss. When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season? You know, the first part of the season, now getting to the middle of the season, Palmer, getting a chance to show what you're about so you can finish strong.
It's a resume builder, no doubt about it. And really, there's been so much anticipation building up to this top 25 matchup. So which team can control their emotions, I think, goes a long way in who wins this one.
Quick give. And how about that alertness and that swarming D to keep him from getting the first down? And they decide to trot out the kicker. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Absolutely center cut. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
Man, these late-night crowds are so much fun. They're so into it, so much energy in this building. And the visiting team drives down the field. Tell you what, drive stalls out a little bit, but they quieted this place a little bit by getting 3 and starting this game off on the right foot.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. And we've said many times a tight end is the quarterback's best friend, but the last time these two played together, you could make the argument it was even more than family. It was like that thing, there is a friend who sticks closer than a brother, David.
It was really impressive. I mean, they put up big numbers. It seemed to work every time he looked to the big fella, he delivered. So elite 1-2 punch. Jesse, how do you slow that guy down?
I mean, you just got to pick your matchup poison, honestly. You can put a safety against him and try to take advantage of the speed, but he's not going to be big enough to match up physically. If you go linebacker, you're not fast enough. So mixing and matching the looks, I think, is the best chance this defense has.
Drops back. It's Frazier. Stepping to the right. He'll try to do it himself. At the 45, and it's a fumble after that huge gain. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
When you start to get that offense going and start having success, you got to make sure when you get closer to the scoring range, take care of that football. If you don't, coach is going to go, you on the sideline, you in the game.
And the offense takes the field, ready to go back to work. Motion from the wideout. 7-yard pickup on that one is now 2nd and 3.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Keep it on the ground. Hit and stopped right there. Not much on that pickup.
Well, this running back has been the only guy, obviously, who's touched the ball these first 2 plays. He's looked pretty good. I think it's safe to say everybody in the stadium here on 3rd down expecting him to get the ball again.
Ball at the 38. The defense will try to get a stop on 3rd and short. Drives inside. That defense was a wall, and I think they're going to stop him a little bit short of this first down.
Well, 3rd down, they tried to run the football thinking they could catch the defense off guard. They were able to get some yards, not the first, though. So now you've got 4th and very short, and what do the analytics say to do here, head coach?
Desperately wanted to convert on 4th down, but couldn't do it. Quick give, it's Henderson. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. That is their freshman offensive lineman, and boy, they hope this isn't too serious. Howie Rowe will keep an eye on that. Wants to go up top on 2nd down. The throw. He'll fire back across his body, and it's intercepted. Breaks into the open. All the way in for the touchdown. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught, and he didn't. The pick 6.
Hey, these guys can play offense too now. Look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play, but defense, great job making the interception, and you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back, brother.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 7-3. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Golden Gophers will start this drive. The offense looks ready to roll. A little bit of feeling each other out. They're down 7-3 as they open this drive. He is snowed under, nowhere to go, and it'll be 2nd and long. The RPO, fire complete to the left. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. Out wide right, it's Wilson. He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there. And the Golden Gophers will snap it on 1st and 10. Sells the run, looking to pass. Time to take a shot. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
They are backed up, tough field position. The drive starts from their own 9-yard line. Give to the back. Pushes the pile for a couple of yards down at the 12.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Scanning the field, it's Frazier. Can hang on after the hit, and it'll bring up third down.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit and forcing the incompletion?
Third and long right here. From the gun, wants to pass. They're all over it. Quarterback got it himself. And he converts on third down as he gets it out to the 26. The offense set for a first down play. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the first quarter. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the second quarter. First play of the period will be a second down. Going to audible here. Let's see what they do. Second down, gonna throw it. And he was looking over the middle and couldn't make the connection.
Unfortunate with that incompletion, the quarterback and his intended target not on the same page.
They've made third down offense a key. It'll be tested on third and long from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming. The punt team makes its way onto the field. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. Signals for the fair catch and hauls it in just shy of the 30. Minnesota's offense takes the field to get this drive underway. So far, they've only been able to muster a field goal, but hoping to get things cooking here. They've got him now, and he almost picked up that first down on the screen. The Golden Gophers can really attack on this second and short. Motion from the wide receiver. Selling the fake. Right down the middle. Fires it beautifully in on the crosser. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44. Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. In the backfield, it's Walsh. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. On the run, it's Henderson. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. And the Golden Gophers look to keep this drive humming. Off-play action on first down. Lets it fly deep downfield. Throw to the end zone. Picked off. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. Let's see what this offense has dialed up this time.
Here we go, ready. Red 18. Go.
Looking for a man, it's Frazier. Gonna take a shot. And that'll be incomplete, man. That would have been a big hitter on first down, but second down's coming up.
Well, you see them there taking the shot. I think the thought process is look, we've had so much success early in this game running the football. Let's see if we can now take advantage of the defense throwing the ball over their heads. They're going to be expecting run. Safeties and linebackers are all going to be playing downhill trying to stop that. If we get the one-on-one opportunities to the outside, we have got to take shots. That one fell incomplete, but they should keep trying this as the game goes on.
It's 1st and 10 for this offense from the 42. Looking for running room. They'll give him 4 on the pickup at 2nd and 6.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
They'll run him again. Uh-oh, look out. Past the 6. And he's finally ushered out of bounds, but not before. He makes a good gain.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy on the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
They're lining up on 1st and 10 from the 38. Tight end now in motion. Wants to throw on first. Buying time to his right. Fires downfield. Nice play by the defense to jar that one loose. They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. Looking to pass. It's Frazier. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. This one's complete. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14.
And that play works because the QB did an unbelievable job. He's going through his progressions. He's sitting in the pocket, and he sees, man, a lot of space out to his right. I get the ball to my playmaker, and he does the rest. This is what's so fun about him. He's going to make the catch. He's going to make people miss, use his speed to make big plays.
Tough run here. It's Walker. Might have a chance. He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on 1st down. And you want to create 2nd and short, 3rd and short, or just get 1st downs like that run right there.
Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at 2nd and goal.
And a lot of times the fit up front, you know, linebackers are fitting holes and that ball bounces and it's supposed to go somewhere. And sometimes it goes to a DB and the offense will get a W. Like they'll get a win because you'll...
And it's in for a touchdown. Field shrinks, tight end grows. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way, but you're dang right. That guy is so big. A lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him. So that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here in this red zone.
Lining up to add another. And the extra point is good, and they have an 11-point lead. So it's an 80-yard drive, and they cap the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. A snap, wants to throw to start this drive. Can't hold on in the face of the contact.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield. See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Fresh setter down's going to the air. It's a fumble. He picks up the fumble, but they'll blow it dead right there. And remember, at this stage of the game, the only person who can advance a fumble for the offense is the fumbler. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. The Golden Gophers will line it up on 1st and 10. Defense wants to bring the heat. Fresh set of downs going up top. Great job to separate the ball from the receiver there.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting to throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
Maybe an ill-advised throw there into the middle of the field, and it's knocked down and incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
He'll be pulled down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line as they play a little pitch, catch, and run. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on 3rd down, and more times than not, he is going to deliver.
He's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game, so you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath, find him, he'll make those contested catches.
Running the red zone, it's Henderson. Tackled behind the line, and he'll lose one on the play. The Gophers will take their first time out. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Back to throw, time running short in the half. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there.
And almost another interception for this defense. They've been picking him off like crazy. They've shut down this passing attack, creating so many big plays. This defense is dialed in, locked in, and really creating havoc for this offense.
And for the 2nd time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. Good, right down the boulevard. That'll make it a 1-possession game. The lead is 8.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one. His return is stopped short of the 25. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Looking downfield, it's Frazier. Makes the grab. He stopped at the 32. It'll be a 1st down in the waning seconds of the half. Now the offense wants to make sure everything's straightened out, and they call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. Snap on 1st down, wants to throw. He's going to run it. Across the 45. They'll get him down at the 48 after the 15-yard gain. Timeout taken by the offense is their 2nd. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. Fresh setter downs going to the air. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half.
Ready, go!
Second down, gonna throw it. Fires to the middle. Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9.
Really great job in coverage by the defender on that play, swatting the ball away.
Got quite a ways to go to keep this drive going. It's third down from the 45.
Blue 22, blue 22. Sweep, sweep. Where did he go?
Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Gonna take a shot. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And they get the takeaway and prevent points from going up just before the end of the half. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Drops back on first down. Lofts one deep down the right side. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update.
Guys, week 9, kind of a week where we separate the pretenders from the contenders here on the EA Sports College Football Update Show. And leading things off, we take a look at Miami, taking on the Clemson Tigers. And it's the Hurricanes, hoping that the clock hits zeros while they're still in front. A victory today would move them to 8-1 and catapult this team forward as they make their stretch run. Bringing things back to your game, one more refresher on how the first half went down. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W.
And the Golden Gophers will kick it off to start the second half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. As we start the second half, Holly, what adjustments do these teams want to make?
Hey guys, I can tell you that the home team coach told me at the half, his conversation with his team in the locker room was execute, execute, execute. He understands that here at home, sometimes the crowd is in it, sometimes they're not. He wants them to bring their own energy and to make sure they are executing on every play to start the third quarter.
We'll keep an eye on that, Holly.
Red 18, let it go!
Out of the gun, the give to the back.
What a run by their tailback, and simply one of the best in the entire country, and his ability to make people miss is the reason why, guys. That's one thing that's just not coachable. You have it or you don't. That was something they identified in him when they were recruiting him to come play in this offense, and now it's come to fruition. Defenses have such a hard time bringing him down. This defense is going to have to do a better job gang tackling as this game goes on.
Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. Looking for a man, it's Frazier. He almost had the pick, and that could have given them a boost. Instead, it'll be third down. Trying to pick up a first down.
Flag 14, slide. Go!
On third and long, no secret what he needs here. Shoots it to the left. And they'll miss the connection here on third down.
And look, I know this offense made some adjustments at halftime, and they couldn't wait to get back out on the field and try to generate a score. But their defense is playing lights out. So to me right now, this is a no-brainer. After the incompletion on third, just punt it away and let your defense eat.
Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. So they get the ball back after the defense forces a punt, and I'm sure they tried to make some adjustments at halftime after a little bit of a rocky first half. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42. They'll line up for a second down play. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. Throw to the right side, that's Wilson. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Keeps it looking for room. No, he got loose. How about that elusiveness? He's got space. He is in. Touchdown, Minnesota.
And I love the way they just came out in this second half. The passing game, it was a little touch and go in the first half, right? What did they do well? They ran the football. They come out in the second half, Palmer, more of the same. They didn't abandon it. They break the long run, and they cut into this lead.
Yeah, if it ain't broke, don't fix it, right? For them right now, the key is scoring points. Can't keep turning it over. They were turning it over, throwing the football, so let's run it. And after gashing him like that, if I was this offensive coordinator, I would just keep giving this guy the football regardless of what the defense does and see if he can break another long one.
Offense working from the pistol. The handoff. There he goes. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Looking to throw, it's Frazier. Right side, it's Addison. He makes the stop at the 48. That'll be enough for a first down and a pickup of 10.
Well, you can tell those two have been practicing the out route all off-season long. They look like they could have completed that in their sleep.
This offense lining up now at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. They'll move the wide receiver. From the gun, running back on the move. Pickup of 8, it's now 2nd and 2.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Got 8 on 1st down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. They give it to him again. This time the defense was ready and they stop him in his tracks.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
Throws for the tight end. And the 3rd down pass is knocked away by the D.
Well, we've seen this all night long. The defense closing in on these throws. The windows are constricting so quickly. It's been a tough night at the office for this quarterback, and he gets another one knocked to the ground.
And he's not even close to the line to gain, and the defense makes the stop. Motion from the back. Wants to throw on 1st. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. The pocket broke down, and the quarterback had to take the sack.
Really impressed by this pass rush, Reese. Just guys winning their individual battles one-on-one up front. They're able to get to the quarterback.
Golden Gophers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Using his legs, it's Henderson. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage, he'll lose a yard.
That back had nowhere to go. Defensive line ate up the blocks, but how about the linebacker swarming in, coming in and making a great play on the ball carrier?
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody on the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force 4th downs.
Gonna field this one in tight quarters, and they'll stop him right there on the return. And now the offense will come onto the field again. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
Ready, go!
The fake wants to throw. Rolls right. Trying to make magic on the scramble. He navigates some traffic, steps out of bounds after 27 as this offense tries to get something going.
And just having a guy that can continually make plays on the ground, it just opens up space for your running back, for your receivers, makes you defend the whole field, and it's not always big gains, but you've seen him today, man. It keeps the offense in positive situations with just little plays here and there, knowing he's a threat.
Well, look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field.
Here we go. Ready. Blue, 22. Shift. Go, go. Ready, go. Ready, go.
Little over anxious, out of the stands early, and it's a false start.
False start of offense.
They'll take the penalty and move them back. They bring the punter onto the field now. They'll look to pin him deep. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. Midway point in the season, in games like this one can have a big impact on the rankings from week to week as we see upsets happen and favorites continuing to flex muscle. Our final quarter is on deck, and it looks as if they are ready to go. So 1st down will open up the final period. Looking for room, it's Henderson. Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on 1st down. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Quick completion to the right. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
Screen pass just not working there, and you figure at this point of the game, trailing, you're going to have to be more aggressive and take some shots. You usually run screen passes when you think there's going to be a blitz, but because the defense has the lead, they're just sitting back and playing big zones.
Complete out of the backfield. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. Punt is on its way. Catches it cleanly at the 20. He got nothing on the return. Outstanding job there. Now this offense is back on the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. To the air, it's Frazier. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
And this quarterback, man, you've seen him have some success, so you know he'll take off and run. The defense was ready, man. Nice job. This second half, this is a critical part of it. Don't let him beat you with his feet.
Got there right as the ball did. Jarred it loose. It'll be 3rd down. After the incomplete pass, there is a player down on the field. A senior defensive tackle being looked at by medical personnel. Holly Rowe will keep us up to date on how he's doing. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Almost intercepted, and what a momentum swing that could have been, but they still force a 4th down. And here comes the punt team. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Makes the catch near the 50. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. They're in a precarious spot here, that lofty perch in the rankings, hanging in the balance unless they can do something to save themselves here.
It doesn't matter what run play you have called, if you're running it inside or outside. If the defense gets penetration, everything is done. And you saw it on that play right there. Great job by the dude.
They'll get him on the ground after a pickup of 3 to the 28. A little less room to work with now as the ball's at the 28 and it's 3rd and long. Looking to throw. Back's got it on the screen. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 22.
3rd down, defense is thinking pass, so those defensive ends rushing up the field, that plays perfectly into the running back screen. Great play call at the right time.
Hits the hole, it's Osborne. Stopped in his tracks, he got nothing, it'll be 2nd and 10. D looks as if they're about to bring the heat. Give to the running back. Oh, he's got some space. Tough, determined run gets it down to the 12. Enormous play coming right here. 3rd down, and this crowd is bringing down the house. Burrowing for yardage. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Personal foul. Defense.
When you're trying to protect the lead, you just simply cannot have a personal foul penalty at this stage in the game. From the gun, it's Osborne. Hit and drop behind the line, he'll lose a yard.
And this is the area of the field where it gets really, really tough. Because the red zone, you know you got to run the football more. Well, this defense is #1 in the nation against the run. So I look for this offense to...
And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
And we call his name again. This is the same guy. Remember, he had the defensive touchdown already. Now getting in the backfield, getting to the quarterback, getting the sack. He's been all over the field today.
Big is that earlier sack now as they try to get it in the end zone here. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. No choice but to get rid of it, and it'll be 4th down.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're 3rd and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage, so everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Never a doubt. And now they've taken the lead in the final 2 minutes and set the stage for a great finish. On the run from inside his own 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Sends it back in motion. Looking downfield, it's Frazier. Fires to the wideout. Good hands in there by the defense to force the incompletion.
Really nice job there by the safety back in the middle of the field. You see his range and the speed. He's able to close on the ball and then knock it away. Nice play.
Spits it out to the back. This time he's got his man. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Finds his man. Makes the grab almost to the 1st down marker, but a good pickup on that one.
Got to give this defense tons of credit. How good have they been on the back end in coverage? It just feels like every time this QB has thrown the ball, it's been contested. They haven't given up a lot of yards, and they need to continue to be great in coverage with the lead in this 2-minute situation.
Now from the 48-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Unloads to the right. Makes a connection. The Gophers will take their first time out. And that got under their skin a little bit, having to use the TO after giving up the 1st down.
Man, this quarterback is going to have to be deadly accurate here in this 2-minute situation, right? And that's really what he's had to be all game long. He hasn't had a lot of yards because the coverage has just been so tight. He's had to be pinpoint perfect. It's been hard just to find completions, and no doubt that's going to be the same thing here in this 2-minute drill.
Timeout taken by Minnesota. That's their second. And they're really frustrated having to use that after giving up the first down. Snap's going to come from the 23 on 1st and 10. To the ground. He's got it again. Shakes off the defender. Timeout called by the Golden Gophers, and that's their last one. And now they are powerless to stop the clock with a timeout.
And this offense doesn't have very many runs left in them. They try to sneak in the run. Nice job by the defense making the tackle, but they've got to try to maximize their time, maximize their plays to try to get some points on the board.
From the gun, he's stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
And those plays from a defensive perspective, man, they're just super annoying because now I'm in the worst spot ever, 3rd and manageable. Like, I don't know if you're passing, don't know if you're running, so nice job by this offense keeping this defense off balance and creating a 3rd down opportunity that's in their favor.
They need 1 yard on 3rd down to keep this one going. This will be the 8th play of the drive. Push is ahead. Picked up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 11.
Well, they run it right up the middle to try to give their kicker a good angle, and here we go. This is all you can ask for if you're the kicker, an opportunity to go win the game. The ball is right in the middle of the field. You got to go do your job.
Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go.
Timeout by the offense.
All the plays, all the plans, all the schemes, and it will be decided on this kick. And it's good! A huge field goal, and they've taken the lead in the waning seconds. Great Nick Saban often says players often respond better to losses. They listen more than they do if they're getting away with things and wins. So maybe this is an opportunity to recalibrate.
I think you take it first and you internalize it and you get upset because obviously the goal was to win the game. But you also got to flip the switch really quickly, Jesse, and say, okay, what do I need to work on? Because I only got 1 loss. I'm still very much in the thick of all of my dreams that I want to come true. So I can't take it too hard, but I got to use it.
Yeah, this loss definitely hurts, and I know one of the goals for this team at the start of the year was to go undefeated and win a national championship. You can't go undefeated anymore, but you can still win a national championship. The key is the leadership in the locker room. They've got to turn the page. They've got to get everybody refocused. You can't let this loss now turn into 2 or 3 or more down the road.
That's going to do it for us as the season marches on. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.